What's good, YouTube? It's your boy sSickened, and in today's video we got a game against Big George. If you guys know who he is a Seattle Seahawks qualifier, and if you guys type in Big George Madden on YouTube, you guys will see exactly how he plays. He is an extremely talented player, and I truly recommend you guys checking him out. I just wanted to start this video off by saying shout out to Big George, man. You played an extremely good game, and let's just dive straight into this gameplay right here. So as you guys can see right there on the screen, we are starting towards the end of the first quarter, and that is because I was not recording up until this point. I realized I should be recording against a really big player like this, and I really hope you guys stay tuned to the end because it is a nail biter. So right there on 3rd and 1, we hand the ball off to Shannon Sharp out of the goal line formation, and we are able to pick up the first down. In my previous video, I told you guys how important that high point hitch route is to Julio Jones and Calvin Johnson, and I definitely utilize that throughout this game. I also like to throw the low point slant to either Julio or Calvin. They will most likely come down with that. As I was just saying, I throw a hitch route to Calvin Johnson and Julio Jones quite often, so you guys will see that throughout the game. Right there on 2nd and 5, we find Calvin Johnson across the field, almost picking up the first down, and we hand the ball off to Shannon Sharp, and we are not able to pick it up. So right here on 4th and 2, we go for a fake field goal. It looks like Logan Paulson picked up the block, but no, Ron Parker shed off the block, and he was able to stop me on 4th and 2 on that fake field goal, and I did not pick up the first down. But right here on 2nd and 4, watch the left side of the screen right here. Sean Taylor baits him, and we get the pick. Let's go! Returning that all the way to the end zone. Touchdown. We're going up 14-0 on Big George, and that's how we start off the game, baby. Leaving only 1 minute and 53 seconds left in the second quarter. We're giving him a short amount of time to score, let alone pit up a touchdown or a field goal. Whatever he pits up, that's better than him scoring a touchdown on that drive, making it 7-7. So right here, he's going to start the drive off by throwing it to Shannon Sharp on the left side of the field. He picked up 8 yards, so it is 2nd and 2, and he finds Randy Moss on the side of the field right there. I believe he picked it up, so it is a 1st and 10. He is looking at all of his options. Sean Taylor is guarding everything with my user, and as I mentioned in the previous video, that 10 cap D tackle on the Steelers, McCullers, he is an extremely good D tackle, and right here we almost pick up the sack with Jason Taylor, but I clicked onto Jason Taylor and I dove. I should not have done that because he was able to find Randy Moss on the left side of the field. But on 3rd and 2, we come up with the big stop right there. So it is 4th and 2, and Big George has to convert. He is looking at all of his options, and he gets hit as he was throwing the ball by Jervon Kearse. Jervon Kearse is an extremely good defensive end. Same with Jason Taylor. I really recommend that you guys pick them up. Right there, we throw a high point pass to Julio Jones, and he is able to come down with it. So we call a timeout, leaving us 30 seconds on the board. We are at the 50-yard line. We're looking at all of our options, and like I said, you just want to escape the pressure with Vic, throw it out of bounds. It doesn't matter. Just do not take the sack. Now, this is one of my favorite plays that I did not show in the previous video. It is out of trips tight end. I have that B route crossing across the entire field. That is the natural route from the play, but I do a inside post with Julio Jones, and I let the user basically decide what he wants to cover. Right there on 1st and 10, we find the first down again with Michael Vick, and it is only 9 seconds left in this half right here. I have no timeouts. I almost get sacked. That could have been bad for me because I would not have been able to take this field goal right here. So by taking that field goal, escaping that sack, we are able to go 17-0 on Big George, and he is receiving to start the second half. So by tapping Y, sky kicking it, we're able to kick it out of bounds every single time, and I almost get the pick right there. I held Y with Jamal Adams, and he was able to knock the ball out of, I believe that was Calvin Johnson's hands. So Big George is looking for everything right here. He's looking for any open routes, and he cannot find anybody, so he did get an incomplete pass right there. He is able to find Joe Mixon on the right side of the field. It is 4th and 1. This is an extremely big play for him. Big George is able to escape the pressure right there and find the first down with Michael Vick, so he picks up a nice 20-yard gain right here. It is the 3rd quarter, 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, and he is trying to score any amount of points. He would take the field goal, but I guarantee you he really wants that touchdown. So on 2nd and 10 right here, Vic's going to scroll around in the pocket. He's looking at all of his options, and he finds Deion Sanders. I don't know how he got his feet in bounds, but Deion Sanders was able to possession catch that, and he came down with the first down right there. So on 1st and 10, he's going to hand the ball off to Joe Mixon, and he was only able to pick up 2 yards. So he does this 4 verticals play a lot, and I made sure I guarded the B or X button first, then the tight end, then the halfback route. So I was able to lock up. Then look at this play right there. He threw it right over Sean Taylor's head, and I was using that. I held Y, and Sean Taylor did not jump up. That would have sealed the game right there, leaving only 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the third quarter. But instead of getting that pick, he is able to get the touchdown, making it a 7-17 game. I only have a 10-point lead, and I am not counting Big George out. I really want the touchdown, so it goes back to a 17-point lead. But against a really good and competitive player like this, you know he's going to try his best to make sure that does not happen. So right there, one of the rarest moments in history, Julio Jones drops a high point pass. But like I said earlier in this video, I'm always going to look for that slant low, the low pass to the slant right here. But the next play, I find Julio Jones on a playmaker up the field, getting us to the 25-yard line, and that is exactly what we needed. So only 30 seconds left in the third quarter. We're going to hand the ball off to Leonard Fournette, and it looks like he's about to pick up the first down, and I believe he does right there, leaving only 27 seconds in the third quarter. I let it drip down all the way to the fourth quarter, so it is 1st and 10. As I told you guys before, always throw that high point hitch route to Julio Jones, and he was able to come down with it. Now this drive right here, I'm not focused on getting a touchdown as he was in the previous drive. I'm just focused on wasting as much time as possible, and on 3rd and 10, I hand the ball off to Leonard Fournette. He does not pick up the first down, and I want you guys to see what I did right here. So on 4th down, rather than kicking the field goal with 3 seconds left, I took the delay of game and I went 5 yards back. So that might add on an extra second because the ball is further from the field goal. And it is, but hold on, forget about all of that. Look at this play right here. He finds Deion Sanders in one play all the way down to the 15-yard line, and it looks like he's cooking up something serious right here. So on 1st and 10, Vic is looking for everything, and he finds a touchdown to Calvin Johnson. Now, I can't tell you guys how scared I was right here. I was nervous as heck. I was sweating bullets, and I was like, I just have to get a field goal. I just have to get a touchdown. Make sure he does not come back and win this game. I literally have the worst luck when it comes to people driving back and winning the game on me. I can't tell you guys how much that's happened. So on 1st and 10, I throw the ball out of bounds with Vic. I was able to escape the pressure. Vic is looking at everything, and I have to throw the ball out of bounds again right here. But instead, I went up to Calvin Johnson, and I throw the pick. So it really looks like Big George has a chance right here to come back. But you know, my offense is not the best, but my defense, I truly take pride in my defense. I'm so confident that I can make a stop. He does not need a field goal to tie it or win it. He needs a touchdown to win the game, and he has to make a really big play right here. So Jervon Kearse comes up with the big stop right there on 2nd and 4, and he makes it 3rd and inches. Right here, it looks like Moss comes down with the inbounds, but it does not count. So I want you guys to focus on what I do right here. You guys can call this play when it is going to be a quarterback sneak. I do the nickel formation. I do not press them. I do not base the line. I let Sean Taylor, the left side middle linebacker, come down in the hole right there. I bring down the free safety. I'm going to move Jamal Adams over to the second A gap right here, as you guys can see. And Sean Taylor is going to have to make a big stop right here. And Sean Taylor comes up with the big stop. Sean Taylor is able to seal the game for us, and that is what I call a W. Man, shout out to Big George. We got the big W in a last chance qualifier grind. Man, shout out to Big George, bro. I hope you guys had a great time watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.